A ping test is one of the simplest types of monitoring you can set up. Instead of checking a web page or an application, it checks whether a server is responding at the network level using ICMP. This makes it useful for understanding basic connectivity, but it's also important to know what it does and what it doesn't tell you. For a ping test, instead of entering the full URL, you enter a host name or an IP address. This could be a server IP, a domain name, or a piece of infrastructure you want to confirm is reachable. What it won't do is tell you whether a website or service running on that server is actually working, only that the server itself is responding. This is why ping tests are best used for infrastructure checks rather than user experience. A server can respond to a ping and still have a broken website, a crashed application, or a service that's not listening on the right port. So ping tests are not usually the best choice for monitoring websites on their own. Next, give the test a clear name. Because ping tests are often used alongside other test types, it's helpful to name them in a way that makes it obvious what they're checking. Now, it's time to look at the check rate. As with other uptime tests, a 5-minute check rate is a sensible starting point for most setups. You can monitor more frequently if the server is business critical, but faster checks increase alert volume without necessarily giving you more useful information. Next, choose your monitoring location. Just like with other tests, it's best to monitor from locations that reflect where your users or infrastructure are actually based. If your server is hosted in the UK, then starting with the UK monitoring location is usually a good choice. Below that, you'll see confirmation servers. These help reduce false positives by checking connectivity from multiple locations before alerting you. For most ping tests, 2 or 3 confirmation servers provide a good balance between accuracy and speed. Ping tests are useful when you want to know whether a server is reachable at all, whether there's a basic network connectivity issue, or whether routing to a server is failing. They're often used alongside HTTP or TCP tests rather than instead of them. Once everything looks good on your form, we want to scroll down to the bottom and click on Create Test. Your ping test is now active.